Hello and welcome to this matchstick puzzles video. You've probably seen these before and you might have played them at school, where you're given shapes made out of a certain number of matchsticks and you're asked to either move them around or remove a given number to end up with another shape or something else that may be true. We're going to look at 10 of them. It might be a good idea as you watch each one before the solution is shown to pause the screen so that you can have a go at it yourself. So let's get started. Here's the first puzzle. We have 5 squares and the idea is to move any 2 of the matches that you like so that you end up with 4 squares with 3 of them the same size and shape. How do you think we might be able to do that? Let's have a look. There's the first move, second and third. And can you see where our 4 squares are? 1, 2, 3. 3 small squares and 1 larger one. Let's move on to the next one. Here we go. We have 4 matches in the shape of a glass with a circle inside. Think of it as a cherry or a berry or an olive of some sort. And the idea is to change the position of 2 of the matches so that the shape inside appears to be on the outside. And of course, when you try to do that, the shape of the glass that you end up with must be exactly the same as the shape you have originally. It can be sideways, upside down, and so on, but its size and shape must be the same. Let's see how it's done. There's the first match. And the second one. And you can see that the shape is now outside of the glass and the glass has turned upside down. In this one, we have matches in the shape of a dog. There's the tail and there's the head, the legs of course. And we have to move 2 matches so that the dog is facing the other way. At the moment it's pointing to the left of the screen. We want it to point to the right, but at the same time the tail of the dog, there it is, must remain where it is in exactly the same configuration, the same position. Can you see how we might do that? That's a tricky one, isn't it? Can you see what we've done? We've moved 2 matches so that the head now is facing the opposite direction. It's like saying the dog has turned its head but has kept its body the same. In this puzzle, we have 9 squares, 9 small squares. We have to remove 4 of the matches and end up with 5 squares the same size. What do you think? We end up with a symmetrical shape consisting of 5 small squares. Let's have a look. First one, second one, third one, and fourth one. There they are, 5 small squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Here we have an equation. Well, it's not actually an equation because it's not true, is it? We have 1 plus 3 equals 8. That's not true. But can we move 2 of the matches so that we do end up with a valid equation? Which 2 matches can we move? First match and second one. There we go. So what do we have now? We have 1 plus 8 equals 9. And that's a true equation, isn't it? In this shape, we have 1 large square containing a smaller square. We have to move 4 matches and end up with 3 squares. Now it doesn't say that the 3 squares have to be the same size, so maybe that's a clue as to what you do. First move, second, third, and fourth match move. Can you see where the 3 squares are coming from? There's one large square, another large square of equal size, and the overlap part makes another small square. That's 3 squares altogether. Here's another equation, or not yet, but we will make it into one. At the moment it says 6 minus 6 equals 8. That's not true. Can we move just one match to make it true? There it is. What does that say? 6 equals 6 equals 6. That's definitely true, isn't it? Doesn't say much, but it is true. What about this one? We have a shape that looks like a key, doesn't it? It has one small square. This is not a square. And we're asked to move 4 matches and end up with 3 squares of equal size. Let's see how that's done. First move, second, third, and fourth. And there are 3 small squares. 1, 2, 3. This one's a bit more challenging. We have matches. The general shape is pointing towards the right. We want to move 3 matches so that the whole shape seems to be pointing to the left. In other words, in the opposite direction. First move, second, and third. That was a hard one, wasn't it? Here's another one. Shape of a square with 6 matches. The aim is to divide that shape using 3 matches so that we end up with 2 shapes of equal area. Let's see how we do that. First match, second going across, and the third one. Can you see the 2 areas that have been created of the same size and shape? There's one, like an L shape, and there's another one. Each is the same size and area, isn't it? I hope you've enjoyed these 10 matchstick puzzles. Check out my website and other videos that I've created, and until next time, bye bye.